I don't care what you say, men are obsessed with toxic, crazy women, okay? I've had videos on this, and when Taylor Swift is talking about, um, Allie, what's she talking about? Men only want love if it's torture. Okay, right. Men only want love if it's torture is a very real thing. Vasopressin is a very real thing, and I feel like I finally have a formula to make women understand this concept once and for all, okay? Because I was on a date last night, and when I was asking about his past or like if he's ever been in love, good vetting questions, he pretty much was telling me, yes, he has been in love and is with his ex who was toxic. And even though he had a couple of relationships after her, he was never in love with them. So I was.
So, we hear a lot that um, single women keep women single, right? And I think it's easy to make fun of it. It's easy to laugh at it. It's easy to joke around with it. But sometimes you have to stop and realize that your your reasoning for why something happens, especially for men, is often rooted in confirmation bias. That you want something to be this way because you have an idea, you have an inkling, you have a feeling, and it just fits right in your life. It's not scientific, right? The scientific process is like, it's test retest, test retest, test retest. You actually want to be, or you just as excited about being proven wrong in science, right? We found the Higgs boson. They're like, wow, we were wrong about string theory. And yeah, a couple, physics departments had to close down. But in theory, it's like, yeah, no, this is good. This is good. This is now going to advance our knowledge and our understanding of how the universe works. Same thing here. When you get on here and you spout your belief that men want really thrive and really just need toxic relationships because that makes sense to you and that makes sense to your personality, and it even will allow you just to sort of be, justification, be toxic going forward. The easiest thing you can do is have a frank conversation with a man instead of listening to him talk about an ex, right? If you just quickly test this theory. He likes toxic relationships. Men like toxic relationships. So why are they with that toxic person? Why is that person an ex? I'll wait. It's easy to find bad people. We're all bad. We're all broken in important places. Some more so than others. Some that never recover. But if the quality of a man's love is judged by how awful, how toxic that partner is, we all should be in love. We all should be unhappily yet still in love. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't even pass the sniff test. But the internet, social media is full of women telling men or telling other women specifically how men think. You all know a man in your life. And I got to bring it back to the fellas right here. I've got to be fair to women right here. I got to bring it back to fellas. We're not honest with women. We're not. You listen to this right now, you know you're not honest with women, right? Be frank, be fair. You're not honest. You don't tell them, hey, I don't think you look good in that. Hey, I think you look fat. Hey, whatever. Hey, that's too much makeup. That's too much. No, hey, that hurt my feelings. That bothered me. That hurt me. No, right? And I'm not. I don't want you to think I'm here bashing on men, right? Men, I don't think I'm bashing on you. I've done the same thing. Hey, I've done the same thing, and you got to learn that it's better to it's better just kind of say the thing and have the fallout. Personally, in my life, if you are important enough to me, then I will tell you the truth. If I don't know you, I don't really care. But if you are close to me in my life, I will be honest with you. That's the best thing I can do for you. And maybe it may take you some time to process that. You may come back next week, next month, 6 months. You may never come back, but you will go for it and say, I appreciate that he was real with me because no one else is really telling me the truth. And even I can see that I'm not getting the results that I want. Let's continue.
Like, okay, so I guess men really do love through trauma bonding because it activates their problem solving skills, it activates their stress, and it activates concern. Okay.
Listen to that. Listen to that. One of the number one killers of people is stress. You're telling me that I want to be stressed in my relationship with you. I just need people to activate higher functioning thinking for a little bit. Just for a little bit, especially when you're trying to involve someone else's life. Please, just a little bit of thought.
Protectiveness, their manly nature comes out tenfold. So, as he was telling me a couple of stories, because of course I was very, very curious, what he endured, I'm not about to spill the tea on that, but what he endured, I was looking at him like, so you really do have a high threshold for pain. Okay, good to know. So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to him, and this is why it's so important to just shut up and listen to when men talk, because they do tell on themselves. They really do. So when he was out here like, yeah, it just made me feel really stressed because I was studying for my 3rd degree and I was out here worrying about this, that, and the third with her, and it just made me feel this and that. And I was like, oh my gosh, wow, crazy, crazy, crazy. And pretty much what I'm getting from not just him, but men in my family, men I've also gone on dates with when I just ask these questions, it's really the same thing. These women are so self-centered. They don't care. They're not looking left. They're not looking right. They are only thinking about themselves. They're thinking about what makes them happy. If they're hormonal, if they're having mood swings, so what? Deal with it.
All that in their exes, right? At the end of the day, the calculus at the end of the equation is their exes. You're not with them, even though they provided whatever. If we just listen to that theory, it doesn't pan out. They provided all this stress, all this opportunity for a man to be in his masculine, and they're not together. So eventually, even if the stress is a thing, even if that's an important thing, even if that's an important thing to help you trauma bond, why would you want to bond with someone over trauma? Why would you want to bond over someone that has traumatized you? Again, just some critical thought. Just a little bit of critical thought is going to take you so far, so much farther than believing this, then more importantly, getting online and spouting this. And then, you can, this is something I'm often fond of doing, just going through the comments. Just going through the comments and seeing so many people agree with this, and then take that and carry that forward. And then you get surprised when you deal with someone, when you find someone that you actually want to be with, right? You want to really put effort in there. You're going to go to your playbook. Your playbook is one of that. Hey, I'm just going to cause some trauma. I'm just going to be toxic. And then men will get to a certain point in their life when I'm a big proponent of this. We need to, men, you should be, instead of looking at women as the enemy, right, as the danger, we should be learning from their game, learning how they will prioritize their happiness, how they will cut bait. Hey, this is not working out for me. Do that. Yeah. Do that. Hey, you're unhappy here. I know part and parcel of being a man, we're told to, to shut up and sort of take it, to suffer. Don't do that. Hey, this isn't working out for me. You can, again, you don't have to be nasty about it. Don't take that part again. Just go and say, hey, I've been trying with this. This isn't working. I don't think we're really aligned here. For whatever reason, you don't need to sit there and justify it. You don't need to hash it out. You need to go back and forth. Just say, hey, listen, it's not working. It's not working for me. I don't feel like this is working. And you say, hey, I wish you the best. Peace, peace, love. Detach with love. Keep it pushing. She goes on for another minute and a half about this failed theory, but like string theory, let it go. I'll see you in the next one.